Hey guys, so let's go ahead and take a look at a blues riff from the guitar tab method. And if you got your book, follow along with the tabs. Otherwise, we'll go through it and I'll show you how to play it and give you a few tips on there. So this is it's called Blues Riff, and this is how it goes. Yep. And I play it 2 times, and also in the book, you're going to see there's like 2 dots at the end. When you see 2 dots at the end, that's called a repeat. It means you go through it and then go back through it a second time. Now, normally, if you played it more than that, it would be times 3, times 4. It'll actually say play 3 times, play 4 times, play 6 times, whatever. But in this book, they only have you play it 2 times. I like you to play it through 4 times. 4 times is a good amount of times to play through it, just to make sure you can play it nice and evenly. And yep. So go through all of these riffs 4 times. So how we play this is again, we're going to take a look at all the notes and what's the note that's closest to our fretboard, to our headstock. It's this one right here. Yes, we have open notes. Those don't count. It's the notes that are fretted. So the note that's closest to our headstock is this note right here at the 2nd fret. So again, anything in this fret, we'll use our 2nd finger, that fret 3rd finger, that fret 4th finger. And we're not playing anything in here, but we are playing this fret and that fret. So notice I'm using those fingers. See, my hand's not moving around. If I was going to use my index finger, look at all this movement. My hand's going all over the fretboard. Plus, it makes it harder right here. You got to jump way over there really quick. So that's why we want to make sure we use that, that general rule of finding our note that's closest to our headstock. That's your 1st finger, and then anything after that, you use the different fingers. Because now, I can go there really nice and quick and evenly, and my hand doesn't have to move at all. Yep, so there's that. So now let's take a look at the actual riff itself. On the E string, you're going to play 0 and 4 with your 3rd finger, because even though I'm playing on a different string and these are the first notes, still 1, 2, 3, anything in that fret on any string, I'm going to use my 3rd finger. So use my 3rd finger on the 4th fret. And then on the A string, we're going to go 2, and then we're going to go frets, that's with your index finger. Fret 4 with our ring finger again, just like we did here. Now instead of moving this up, we got this pinky free, so that's going to hit that one. Now that might be a little strange because the pinky is the weakest finger, and you haven't really done much with your pinky, then that's going to be a little tricky, but work on it. So on this, so we have 0, 4 on the E string. We go to the A string, we're going to go 2, 4, 5, 4, 2. So you're just starting on here and going up, and then back down. So make sure you say the fret numbers. 2, 4, 5, 4, 2. 2, 4, 5, 4, 2. Yep. Now we're going to slow that down a little bit. And we'll add the 0, 4 on the E string right before. 0, 4, and then 2, 4, 5, 4, 2. And then we end it off by going back to the beginning. and hitting the 4 on the E string, 4th fret. So 0, 4, and A string, 2, 4, 5, 4, 2, and then 4 on E string. And again, you're going to have to just memorize what notes are on what string, and then you just say the fret numbers. 0, 4, 2, 4, 5, 4, 2, 4, 0, 4, 2, 4, 5, 4, 2, 4. And just keep doing that, and eventually you get used to that and just start humming it. Bum, 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 bum. And again, like I talked in the last lesson, if you mess up, you can kind of keep going. Bum, 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 bum. See how I messed up, but because I was humming it, I was able to actually come back in, where if I wasn't humming it, yeah, so I wouldn't hum it, so I didn't really know, oh my god, I messed up, and then you're trying to hit this, and you got nothing to attach to. But if you hum it, bum, 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 bum. So I made some mistakes in there, but I ignored those mistakes and kept humming it. And then I was eventually able to, you just ignore those, and I was able to eventually come right back in and catch it on time. And believe me, people listen to you, it's not going to be a big deal if you mess up, as long as you come back in on time. People are going to notice, oh, something weird happened in there, but sounds good, fine. Sounds perfectly fine. They're all going to notice if you go, if you're fiddling and everything, doing all kinds of stuff, yeah, you're going to get all thrown off, and people will certainly notice that. So, and you can do the same thing if you mess up. When you hum it, it's really good, but you can 0, 4, 2, 4, 5, 4, 2, 4. So yeah, you can even do it with the numbers. You just, all right, I hit the 2 instead of the 3, so I forgot about it and went straight for the 5 to hit the 5 on time. So I could do the same thing there. So yeah, so that's what you want to do. And of course, you always want to, once you get used to it, you can play it even. You want to bring your foot in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 5, 4, so 0, 4, 2, 4, 5, 4, 2, 4. 0, 4, 2, 4, 5, 4, 2, 4. Especially bum, 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 bum. Do a bunch of those. It's also a good idea to bring in a metronome too. Then here's one last thing you can do. If you get tired of doing it on one string, you can move it all down and do it on an upper string too. So maybe I'll do 2 of these on this one. Now if you wanted to, you can bring them all down. I'm going to now, instead of the E string and A string, I'm going to do the same thing on the A string and D string. Now listen to what it sounds like when I put together. And actually, probably a better way to do this would probably be 2 and then 1 on there and come back and do 1 on the E string, and that'd be like one whole set of 4 together like this. This is the second time. Now I'm going to go to the A string. E. Got the E string. Then you start all over. 2 of these. The second one. A string for 1. Then E string for 1. And then you could guys start the whole thing over. So it'd be like 2 on the E string, 1 on A string, and then 1 on the E string as one time through. And then you can loop that round and round. So that is not within the book, but it's kind of a cool thing that you can do to spice it up and make it a little bit more interesting for you, and it gets you used to sort of like what a blues progression is supposed to sound like. It actually it all goes this whole thing 1-4-5s and everything, but we won't worry about that. It moves that pattern again to a different spot, but again, let's just focus on just the E string and A string. It kind of gives you a little bit of a variety, or you can just practice it all on E string if you want. It's totally up to you. But yeah, work on that. Focus on the concentrate on the fingerings. And then if you want to mix it up like we just did, that's cool too. And then once you're ready, you add in that foot, try to get it tight, and also start adding in the metronome to it, or even just a drum beat, regular drum beat. And that way you'll make sure you're staying on time. So it's even if you're tapping your foot, it's easy to slow down or speed up. But when you have a metronome, it stays at that perfect tempo. So if you start to slow down, you're going to notice, oh, I'm a little bit off, and you're going to have to speed it up. Or if you're going too fast, oh, I'm going too fast, I got to slow it down. So yeah, now would be a good time to start bringing in a metronome or drum beat. So that's it. That's that next riff. It's called Blues Riff. So start jamming on that, crank up the amp, have fun with it, and if you have any questions, let me know. And otherwise, we'll keep moving to the next one. All right, we'll see you there.